Hi, I'm Louise Thomas-Minns and I'm a skin and beauty therapist.
And I'm professional makeup artist and presenter Ruth Francis.
I'm going to show you how to prepare your skin for the all-important work party.
And I'm going to show you how to create the perfect look to make you feel amazing and wow your work colleagues.
Thank you, Ruth. So I'm going to give you a little tip here for when you're in a rush, leaving work straight to the party. You haven't got time to cleanse your skin, but going to the bathroom and filling up the sink there with some really quite hot water, getting a bit of steam going, will really help to just freshen the skin before you reapply your makeup. And we're going to show you by using a bowl of hot water today to demonstrate this. So you've filled the sink up in the bathroom at work, quite warm water because we want the steam to help really soften the makeup that you've had on all day. And this will make it much more pliable so that it won't stick to any little dry areas of skin. Just a couple of minutes though. Pat the skin with some tissue and then you can go ahead and reapply makeup for your evening look.
Thanks, Louise. So, for the perfect work party look, it's best not to go too dramatically different to what you would wear on a normal day-to-day basis. And our model Jo joins us now, and she does like to wear eye makeup to work, so we're going to really accentuate what she would normally wear with some real glamorous eyes, but we're going to balance out the look with a more neutral lip tone. So starting off this work party look, we're going to start with the skin. We're going to look at the foundation, and this is actually an oil-free foundation, which is really great for that kind of long-lasting into the night kind of lack of shine. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually blending with a sponge, and you may prefer to use a foundation brush. I do find that you tend to lose quite a lot of your product when you use a sponge, but it is also very nice to get that great coverage. And it kind of evens everything out as well, and you're not putting your own oil from your fingertips onto your skin. So obviously you can see I'm using a little wedge sponge here, cosmetic sponge. It does give a really sort of even, easy way to blend the product onto the skin, but of course you could use a foundation brush, or you may just prefer to use your fingertips. It's up to you. So with your concealer, always go for something that is a similar colour to your foundation as possible. Otherwise, if it is a little bit too light, it may stand out more, which we don't want when we're covering up blemishes. And then again, if you are using a sponge for your foundation, it's quite nice. You will still have some product on there that you can then just blend in over the top of your concealer, just to make sure that's all nicely blended and not obvious. So you can see there's a really lovely, dewy, fresh finish with this foundation. So you may want to take away some of that shine just with a nice pressed powder. And MAC do great pressed powders, which actually are not too much of a strong colour. And it just helps to take that shine away, giving you a lovely matte finish. Now for a product that's going to be really quick and easy to use to kind of give you a little bit more of a party effect, but also a nice sort of bronze effect, because we always look healthier with a bit of bronzer. This is a really great product from Lancome, and it's actually a powder that's released as and when you press the button, so you kind of can control how much product comes out. So usually your bronzer would be where you would naturally catch the sun. So cheekbones, a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the bridge of the nose, and a touch on the chin. Just gives you a really healthy glow, and the skin tone looks fresh. And you can always blend in as well if you're finding that you have a slightly different colour on your neck. It is a great way to just blend in naturally, and it has a little bit of sparkle in there as well, so it's quite nice for a party. So eyebrows, always a really important part to define our face that we need to focus on. And with Jo being quite fair, I've gone for a Rimmel pencil here that would actually be suitable for blonde tones. So just sort of filling in any gaps that you may have in your brows with light, gentle strokes. Any kind of reshaping that you may want to do, you can do that as well. So when we think of parties, we always think of something a bit more sparkly, a little bit more sort of special compared to our everyday makeup. And number 17 actually have a really good collection of glittery, sparkly eyes. And this is a really lovely neutral tone here. So kind of a brownie tone, but also got a lovely shimmer in there. And I'm just, again, using something really simply, the blending brush, This is my favourite blending brush from MAC. And it's just really easy to use. If it's the only brush that you get for your makeup kit, then go for this one, because you can apply the colour, you can pack it on like I've done, and then of course you can blend it into the socket line, sweep it over there. And this colour is just really, really neutral, but at the same time gives great definition. So with this party look that I'm doing today, I'm going to be adding some beautiful accentuation to Joe's eye using the individual false lashes. So I don't want to put too much of a thick, heavy line. And what I love about these MAC colours that you can actually use them wet or dry. So I've just dipped my MAC brush, which is 266. It's a kind of angled flat brush, into a bit of water, because these colours can be used with or without water, so wet or dry. And it's just a really nice way of getting a line on the eye that isn't too harsh. And this colour is really gorgeous to suit Joe's eye colour. It's kind of like a silvery, grey, purpley colour. I'm going to just get rid of the excess onto the back of my hand. You can do the same. And then on the eye line, you're basically going to sweep this along. So you can see what a gorgeous, soft, but defined line that we get on the eyelid. So you can work this into your lash line. You can do a thicker line, a thinner line, whatever you want to do. I just love the softness of the colour and the texture, and this brush is wonderful to be able to get this line. So now to line the eye, we're going to go for something a little bit more gentle in terms of colour underneath the eyes. This is kind of like a lovely bronzy brown kohl pencil. We don't want to go too harsh on the underline. It's just to kind of give a nice little bit of shaping underneath the eye, a bit of definition. And then there's a gorgeous black pencil from MAC here. You don't even need to do more than 1 or 2 sweeps on the waterline, and already that will give you a really lovely black defined line. Now I'm going to use some mascara now, even though we are going to put some individual lashes on, just to make sure that we're not missing any of our eyelashes. Jo obviously does have pigment in her eyelashes, but we always love to enhance them a little bit more. So go for your black mascara if you wish, or brown, depending on what colour your eyes are, you can decide. And now it's time to finish off the eyes with the individual lashes. So individual lashes are a great way to give a more enhanced eye look, but without looking too heavy. So with strip eyelashes, for example, for a work party might be too much. So if you can use some glue that is for a normal strip eyelash rather than the semi-permanent glue that you get with these individual lashes, it's probably a good idea, because you don't necessarily want them to stay on for more than the night. So we've completed the look of the eyes. As you can see, they look really, really striking, but still quite subtle, and those individual lashes just accentuate the shape of Joe's eyes. So with it being a party, we do want to obviously give a lovely defined lip, but maybe not so bright, so we're going to stick with a nice nude natural tone. And I always like to use a lip liner. I know that they're not necessarily as fashionable as they used to be, but you cannot deny that they are the best way to shape the lips. So just softening the lip line there with your fingertips. And we're going to add a really nice natural lip tone. So this lovely matte lipstick effect really gives a kind of natural nude alternative to the quite striking black on the eyes with the individual lashes. But if you did want to kind of have a bit more of a glossy finish, there's these amazing cream sheen glass lip glosses from MAC. You can choose your favourite shade. This is called Boy Bait, and what I love about it is it's just a real kind of almost 60s inspired tone. It's really glossy, but it also has a little bit of a solid colour to it. Really nice way to balance out the kind of darker eyes and quite striking eyes that we've got already. So that's a kind of nude neutral look on the lips. So that's it. That's a really great work party look.
Thanks, Ruth. So remember, lightly steaming your skin makes your skin fresher and ready for your makeup look. And that's how to get the complete work party look.